holy man gives you greed, saying, hey, worship this, worship me, you will go to heaven. You worship me, worship this, come through this religion, and you will have this much success. That's greed. There are two currencies in the world. Our society works on two currencies. First currency that it works on is greed. The second currency that it works on is fear. Basically, the underlying currency in this world is fear and greed. I will explain this through a small short story that comes from Tibet, a Tibetan story. Two eagles used to live on this tree overlooking a valley, and they would always go hunting together. This morning they wake up and they go hunting, and this eagle sees a mouse running in the field, and it swoops down and grabs the mice with his talons, with his claws, and it flies off and realizes, I'll go back to my tree and have this meal. Meanwhile, the other eagle is also looking, and she sees a snake. And she obviously swoops down and picks up the snake. And again, because they had lived on the same tree for so long, this eagle also decides that I'll go back to my tree and eat it there with my other eagle. The both eagles come back to the tree, and as they sit down, the mouse, which is in the claws, sees the snake that is in the claws of the other eagle. But the mouse does not see the eagle that is holding the snake. All he sees is a snake. And he has been so fearful of the snake because all his life he has only known fear whenever there is snake. But the snake also looks at the mouse. And what does he see? He does not see the other eagle holding the mouse. All he sees is this mouse that he can eat. The snake does not know that it is in the clutches of death. The other mouse is afraid, on the opposite side, looking at the snake, and does not realize that he himself is in the clutches of death already. It's a very unique story. This is how our society works. We all have to deal with death, but yet we are all victims of fear and greed. Our society works on that. Look around you. Everybody wants more and more and more, or they're trying to protect themselves. And that's what this story is all about. If any religion gives you fear or greed, always know that they are more closer to the society, the world. They are not true religions. If any priest, any holy man gives you greed, saying, hey, worship this, worship me, you will go to heaven. You worship me, worship this, come through this religion, and you will have this much success. That's greed. Or if they say, hey, if you don't do this, you'll go to hell, you'll go to purgatory. That again is fear. Know that they're just extensions of your society. True religion, true spirituality only lives on love. Love is the only currency of true religion, of true spirituality. And if any holy man preaches fear and greed, run away from them. Run away from them. Not only this, I also always feel really bad when people say, my God, for the fear of God, don't do that. No, there is nothing to fear in God. If you ever want to use that, say for the love of God. For the love of God, do this. I wish you growth in this. May fear and greed not be part of your spiritual journey. May love always shine through you. Respect all this.